Good afternoon, my people. Thank you for coming back to another Tony Montana video. This video I'm going to be reading, and I apologize if you don't like how I read. I always get better at things I start doing. This is my nature. I become an expert in everything I do. Right now, I'm not an expert reader because I've never had to read out loud after elementary school, and it's been a long time since then. But forgive me if you don't like it. If you don't like it, skip it. But I am always going to get better. So let's start. This is again a write-up that Dogman from Japan did. This individual here is the one that wrote what I'm going to read. His name is let's see. His name is Hiroshi Tukashima. Okay, Tukashima. So Hiroshi Tukashima is the individual on here, Dogman, and this is another Dogman. His name is Okabe. Okay, they are very respected Dogmen from Japan. Now I'm gonna start reading it. Let's start. Okay, here I go. I am Hiroshi Tukashima, a member of APCJ, American Pitbull Terrier Club of Japan. That's what it stands for. My membership number in the APCJ is 10th, which has become the second oldest membership number in active duty. At present, new membership numbers of the APCJ are beyond 850, but there are about 130 members that play an active part in APCJ. The APCJ is divided into large blocks of 4 in Japan. Kanto Federation, centered in Tokyo, will be one. Central Association, centered on Nagoya. Kansai Federation, centered in Osaka. And Kaushu Federation, centered on the Fukuoka. And I apologize if I mispronounce those. I'm not an expert in Japanese words. Okay, I continue. Once each year, each federation holds a national convention for a total of 4 conventions per year. Okay? In consideration of the safety of the dogs, there is always a veterinarian at the conventions, and members comply with the terms that we have continued to develop until today. The federation also are responsible for the management of data like the results of each event and pedigrees in APCJ. For 17 years, from 1986 until 2003, I was the editor of Pitbull News, which is a newsletter magazine for members of the APCJ. I also did the disclosure of information on the homepage for members from the year 2012. While acting as the Pitbull News editor for 17 years, I have interviewed most of the Japanese pitmen, bringing awareness of what is happening with the dogs to the other pitmen. In short, it is a hobby in this country, and I have enjoyed the Pitbull as though they were just another hobby like fishing and reading or golf in Japan. I think this is the big factor that the sport in Japan is not a gamble. Japanese pitmen, including myself, are in the sport for personal pride, to prove our dogs' worth and to establish a worthy pedigree. Okay? We are not in it for the money. Therefore, there are no private matches in Japan. All are in conventions, many to a large audience. I want you to understand the wonders of owning a good dog and wanting to be admired. Tukashima Samurai was one such dog, a 3-time winner that impressed me the most. The black dog that was introduced to Japan by Bob Stevens of the US has inherited a strong body from his father, McGee's Panther. Okabe's cane, this is Okabe's cane, with the same father, is a double grand champion of Japan, its first 11-time winner. Samurai, who debuted in May 1994, won 3 times in 1 year. A durable body and the strength of a god is his characteristic. As a breeder, I have produced many working dogs, and having been in the pit bulls for 33 years, I've come across a lot of bad dogs and also a lot of good dogs. But I myself have been the failure of many. When I think back, I think I had bad results by the failure of not knowing what a good dog really is. That good dog is expected to produce other good dogs, and sometimes this does not happen. A lot of time, labor, and time-consuming planning for mating to build up a good warrior can go to waste trying to produce a better dog. 33 years has gone in no time, hoping this time around will produce a good dog. Since being defeated in June 2010, I have not lost even once. He's talking right now. Unfortunately, it is not possible to build a perfect dog, and confidence is still needed. Sure enough, the body is strong, the dog is powerful, there is gameness, stamina is abundant. There is a sense that there will be a super dog ever. There is a sense will a super dog ever exist in this world. I do not see the place anywhere in the world where one will be found, not even in our own environment, Japan. Before I continue, I'm going to show you the picture of Champion Samurai and the Dog Grand Champion King for your amusement or for your consideration. This is the dog that doesn't look black. It looks more like a seal dog, but we can understand why it would be translated as black. But it looks more seal. But this is a black and white picture, and this is the Samurai dog. This is the half brother of the Samurai dog, the double grand champion, and this is the Mr. Okabe, which I'll show you in the other one. And this is the double grand champion, you can see. Okay, let's continue on. And this is Mr. Okabe, a little older, I think. Remove this so it doesn't turn off. All right, let's continue. There is a need to observe the rules for many years to come, to comply with the terms, retention and preservation of the species of the dog is enchanting. The members of the APCJ are continuing its efforts while working to improve the quality of the dogs through the personal improvement of its members. I feel Japan to be the last bastion of this species to survive. I'll repeat it. I feel Japan to be the last bastion of this species to survive, with the Pitbull being used for its original purpose here in Japan. Unfortunately, Okabe retired 3 years ago with more than 70% lifetime winning percentage and the highest number of participating members. Now, for you to understand what 70% winning percentage means, most of you do know, but some of you don't. 70% will be winning 7 out of 10 or losing 3 out of 10. So for the lifetime of this individual, as in the dogs, for every 10 that he went against, he only lost 3 times. Okay? Mr. Okabe served as chairman of the APCJ for many years and made the foundation of the APCJ with great humanity and strong leadership. His experience created many champion dogs, and there is no doubt that he will come out as Japan's #1 pitman. We're talking about him. Now, again, here's a part of with the his keep, and here's another picture of one of his other dogs, another champion that he had over there in Japan back in the day. And there's a whole keep here about it. I am not going to get into that keep. Perhaps later on, I start showing keep, probably turning keeps into audio. But you tell me if that's something you want, and if you have one particular that you would prefer, do like and subscribe. Do make those comments in the appropriate box, and I'll get to it once I decide to do it, if it's wise for me to do it. All right. I hope you enjoy this. This is Tony Montana. Thank you, and have a good day.